Editing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay. Well, I found this strange audio device, this antique digital recorder, and so I'm going to try to record some information about what I've seen and what's happening, and hopefully it'll get back to the future so individuals can use it to help them in their fight against the enemy. I don't know where to begin. I'm not sure how well this thing records. I do have some backup crystals I am also working on recording on. Hopefully those will make it. It all began when I met him, the individual that at first when I met him I just said, "What?" And he presented himself as the ambassador. Later I found out he was so much more. But that's not what I want to talk about right now. I want to explain some of the things I've learned. I've learned that what we thought was real, what we thought was reality, is not. There's so many things that were in my life that I thought were tangible. I thought that I could touch them, feel them, understand them, and yet they weren't real. They were just digital. They were just an illusion. When you travel to the multiple understandings of what is reality, you start to understand that at the base, at the bottom, at the very center of things, at the quantum level, things are not as they seem in this physical world that we function in. And what I mean by that is, we think things are solid, we think things are in our hand grasp, but it's not. It's a bunch of little strings vibrating at different frequencies, intensities, and that's what it is. Everything is. My journey to learn this has been difficult, has been long, but I've seen it in action. I've seen the ambassador change the frequency of the strings in items that were right in front of me, and the items would change. I've seen him work with the one he serves and agree together in changing a situation and transforming it by getting the strings involved to vibrate in the way that was needed to overcome the enemy. And really that's a lot of what reality is about. It's a fight between good and evil, a fight between right and wrong, a fight between the one and the other one. And I'll explain that more, of course, as we go along. Let me see if I can figure out a way to tell you now. So the one is who the ambassador serves. The one is, he's the one. And what's unique about the one is that there's a diversity in the one, so that really he's more than one. It's like he's three yet one. It's very hard to explain. Again, experiencing it does help, but it's hard to explain. And then there is the other one. And I'll focus on him for a moment. The other one is out to usurp, out to replace, out to become the one. Of course, he can't. How could he become the one when he's the other one? He will always be the other one. He can never be the victor, the king, the creator, the big kahuna. No, he'll always be the other one. And there's a battle that goes on as the other one tries to take the place of the one, tries to corrupt and destroy the things that the one is doing. That's where the fight is. And that is what the ambassador has come to help us learn about and to teach us, to show us ways to combat the enemy. Hopefully, by the time you uncover these recordings and dissect them and figure out all the things that you need to figure out, hopefully you'll have become strong enough and willing to combat the one, willing to speak and focus your energy to vibrate the strings in an appropriate way that will be in service to the one. All right, I just know I was just kind of sharing some random thoughts there and hoping that this recording device that I found is working. It's so old. I'm going to go back and see if I can get it to play this back. I'm not sure.